Guys, Electron Man, how you doing today? Well, I wasn't really even going to do a video on this guy. Let me see if I can show you here. Here's what the front of it looks like. As you can see, I started taking it apart. It didn't have any lights, no power, nothing. And I mean, it's in really rough conditions. Looks like somebody used one of them etching deals and etched on the glass up here. So it's really pretty rough. My sister picked it up for me for a couple of dollars at a garage sale. So I mean, you know, it's something worth playing with. But I wasn't gonna. I was looking more to probably salvage parts out of it than anything. But it's really kind of a cool little radio. It's unusual. It's got a shortwave on it, which you really don't see on a boombox. And anyway, long story short is I started taking it apart, and like a fool, I had actually left it plugged in, and all of a sudden I looked up and it was lit up. And kind of find out, carefully pull this out of here, there's an AC/DC switch on the back here, right here, and let me go ahead and see if I can turn it on. If you wiggle that AC/DC switch in the back, I actually cleaned it now, so it might not be as sensitive, but see how it's bad. You push on it. I wish I could hardwire it AC. That's not a problem. And I actually cleaned it, and it seems to be holding okay now. But anyway, so all of a sudden it came on me, and I'm like, whoa, you know, this thing's actually got some life left in it. So I went ahead and started farting with it some more. Well, now the problem I've run into, it's kind of neat how they put this thing together, by the way. But these speakers here are fried. Let me see if I can. I don't know which one's which, but let me see if I can. See what happens here? I've never had speakers do that either. If you touch them and push them down a little bit, it's like the voice cooler or whatever, it's stuck. And I've messed with them. I can't get them to work. But see, and they both do. I don't know if they got wet or what. That one almost tries to, but then it goes away again. Anyway, the big problem I have now is that I mean, I've checked everything else. I had to clean all the switches in it, but I've actually got the thing functioning, amazingly as it is. But the big problem I got is these speakers are like, how am I ever going to find replacement speakers? And look how it's mounted in there. It's like, depends on the size of the magnet, and that's actually, they just float in there like that, and then the front cover basically pushes them and holds them in. So I don't know how far I'm going to go with this. The tape deck doesn't work either, but it looks like that's just a belt. It was easy to get to, so I was able to get in there and look, and I could definitely do a belt on it. And in fact, you can see the back of it's pretty easy. I mean, it'd be easy to replace the belt. The belt's on there, but it's really slipping, and I tried lubricating everything, and it's still slipping, so I'd have to go ahead and put a new belt. But I've got the belt to put on it. That wouldn't be the biggest thing. But the shortwave radio and AM FM works good on it. Really, what's going to hold me up on this is the speakers, and I don't know what to do. I went through my scrap pile about this is all I found, which that's not going to work. And you know, it's not worth putting a lot of money. And I went out and searched to see if I could find. They're 5 1/4 or 5 1/2 inch speakers, full range. But everywhere I looked, if you could even find anything that has a bigger magnet or it's shielded, the problem's going to be getting an exact replacement for this. So I don't know. Do I butcher it up and just put another speaker in it? Do I put it to the side and maybe hope that I can find another old one that's got good speakers in it and a good faceplate? You know, if I could pick one up for $10 or $15, you know, it might be worth it to take the two of them and make one good one. Or obviously, if lucky enough to pick one up for, you know, a couple of bucks would be the best way. But anyway, I wanted to go ahead and do a video on this guy, and it just because, I mean, it's got a good antenna on it. I mean, after cleaning everything, it performs really good. It's got a pretty good shortwave receiver in it, it seems like, and I mean, it'd be really cool to have a shortwave boombox, but I don't know, guys. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to go over what I've been working on, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. At this point, I don't know if I just need to put it to the side and wait and see if I can score some speakers that'll fit like that, or do I start modifying the heck out of it and get some other speakers. I mean, I could probably do something to where I bolted the speaker to the front grill, but it's definitely not going to look stock anymore. But then I'm thinking, this really, with these scratch marks in it and stuff, it's probably not worth salvaging the front of it anyway. I'd need a new one, so maybe I'll just go ahead and do some type of mounting these guys. I think these would sound good in there, and just, you know, do something to where basically I just mount them up in there somehow, put some little spacers and screws and just mount it like that. It looked kind of funny, but it looked kind of funny doing that. But I don't know. It's a thought, you know. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to give you an update on this one. It's definitely a project. I'd really like to find something at least a little more comparable than this, but I seriously doubt I'm ever going to find an exact replacement for that. So it might be just like I said, modify it and make it work with what I got. Anyway, kind of an interesting one. What was the model number on this guy anyway? I have to go back and look. I'll put it in the description of the video. I can't remember, but it's really unique. Like I said, how many have you seen it? It's got shortwave 1 and 2. It goes from looks like about 2 megahertz all the way up to or shortwave 2 go all the way up to 22 megahertz. So it's got the full range of shortwave basically, and like I said, from what I can tell, it works. It's just the speakers, and I get the tape deck going. I'm not worried about that. It's just the speakers more than anything. I don't know, guys, any suggestions on where I might be able to find some speakers for this guy? Anyway, this is definitely part 1 of it, and I don't know, we might have a part 2 if I can come up with a logical solution to this. Find some cheap speakers that might work for what I need or whatever. Anyway, guys, have a great day. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up, and hit that bell so you know when the next cool video is out.